honor and a pleasure to be with you and in your presence once again. Your presence here is a clear message of the commitment that this beautiful and wonderful country has to the world of travel and tourism and to the case of unity and development all over the world. Excellency, Mr. Robert, President of the Regional Council of the Réunion, I enjoyed very much our meeting this afternoon, and I'm looking forward to us working together. Your presence here today is a clear and strong message of solidarity and of a vision of this region coming together as one. Mr. Vice President Ford, I enjoyed very much my meeting with you yesterday, heard your wisdom and listened very carefully to all the plans and the visions of this wonderful country. Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Victoria International Carnival. The first carnival is an innovation. The second one becomes a tradition and the beginning of a legacy. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud and honored and privileged to be here with you this evening. This extraordinary celebration brings the world together in one single place. God must have wanted to show people of the world what paradise may look like. So he invented these islands and presented them to us as a gift for humanity. Now it is up to us to make life beautiful, enjoyable, and worthwhile on these islands. Excellency, Mr. President, I commend you for your vision of building a new tourism development model for Seychelles, a new way of life. In the words of one of your very good ministers today, tourism is not just a sector for the Seychelles. Seychelles live tourism and breathe it in the air. I commend you, and the world too commends you for this wonderful, wonderful achievement. I speak to you and I bring you greetings to you and the wonderful people of the Seychelles and La Réunion. From the international tourism community and the headquarters of the UNWTO in Madrid, Spain. I also bring you greetings from the United Nations family that I'm here very proudly representing. 2012, Mr. President, is a very special year. This year, there will be 1 billion travelers crossing international borders in 1 year. Immense opportunities, 1 billion opportunities, but 1 billion responsibilities being laid on our shoulders. And I must recall your very firm commitment to the concept and the theory and the adherence to sustainability. The environment is our capital, is our asset. And according to your words, we must never consume this asset, respect it and leave it for the future generations. The world must be in debt to these islands and your neighboring islands for sharing with us in protecting this immense natural resource. We're proud to have strong links with you, Mr. President. We'll also stand ready to shoulder with you the very immense and important challenges that you're facing in the Indian Ocean. Your fight, your struggle is ours, and we salute you and we stand by you and your neighbors in eradicating this part of the world from anything that will stand in the way of making life enjoyable, beautiful, and celebrating it in the best possible ways. We also stand by you to make sure that tourism and trade in this world is fair, and that never the people of this island, the people of this part of the world, and the developing nations and people of the world are treated unfairly by any undue distortions to the markets or unfair taxes being imposed on travel and tourism to this island. Mr. President, my message to you is very simple here today. So, President of the Council, by joining hands together, embracing the concept of regional cooperation, you will be setting an example to the rest of the world and the international community that I'm proud to be speaking partly on the behalf of will be standing by you. It is now my great honor and pleasure to present to you what we call the open letter for leaders and heads of states, heads of governments all around the world. It is my great honor to present to President Michel and President of the Council, Robert, an open letter that I have presented personally to date to 21 heads of states and heads of governments all over the world. By accepting this letter from us, from the international community, you will become world ambassadors for tourism and commit yourselves for all the principles that we are all fighting for. Thank you again for the kindness, for the hospitality, and for the warmth, the true, genuine soul of the Seychellois. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Secretary General, WTO United
President James Michel, the President of the Republic of Seychelles. Please join us on stage.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Seychelles, the melting pot of cultures. Ladies and gentlemen, represented by a number of nations around the world.
So what I'm going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason we've all gathered here, and the Secretary General kind of touched on it, but I'm going to ask Secretary General, for the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, this is important, for the first time ever, to present the letter to the world leaders, mind you, who are serious about tourism, ladies and gentlemen. That is fundamental. But of course, this evening, I'm going to ask you not to just present it to one, but for another very first, present it to two leaders, ladies and gentlemen. Two leaders in one go. So, Secretary General, I hand the stage over to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Secretary General will first hand the letter to Mr. Michel, the President of the Republic of the Seychelles. I'd like now to ask Mr. Rifai to present the second letter to Mr. Didier Robert from La Réunion. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a first in the tourism world industry. Please take this photo with a lot of respect and carry it around the world. From the Seychelles Isles, together with La Réunion this evening, we say welcome to Carnaval International 2012.
There's our family photo, ladies and gentlemen, for this year. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You certainly can take your seats.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you all the dignitaries.
Thank you, Secretary General.
Thank you for coming on stage.